Today we are going to draw a penguin in the snow and kind of in the Antarctic. So the first thing we're going to do is you guys are going to hold your paper the tall way. You guys are going to use a pencil. I'm going to use a marker. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to start with a curve. Once you start with the curve, you're then going to make a curve here. So this is his head or her head. Once you do that, you come down, loop back up. So that's the body. Now penguins just have little feet, so we're just going to make little black feet on the bottom, and then we're going to color them black. Now, we're going to add our wings. A curve and a curve. So far, this is really easy, and I know you guys can do this. Now we're going to do the head. Now this part gets a little tricky, so I'm going to do it with you. So the first thing we're going to do with your pencil is you're going to make a curve like this. Then you're going to make a point in the middle, or a curve. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to trace that shape so you guys know which parts are going to look like that. Now, I'm going to make a point here. That is for my triangles, for the beak. And then we're going to make a circle, circle, a little circle, and a little circle. I know it looks strange because we're going to make these the white spots. Make a triangle on the side of each eye, and then watch what I do. I color the whole area except for that little white spot. Now, you're going to take your marker or your black crayon or your pencil, and you're going to trace this. You're going to only color the top part of the penguin with your marker. I'm going to just color this part for you. You're going to take your time, go slow, make sure that you get rid of all the white spaces, and we're going to leave that little beak white. If you want to, you could make the beak yellow or orange, but normally that beak is black. But if you want to make a little yellow beak, that's fine. Or you can make it gray also, which would also work. So you could use your pencil. So if you do want to make it, you just take your pencil and just color it like that. Now, my pencil's not sharpened wonderfully, but you guys are going to make sure your pencils are sharpened. Underneath the neck, you're going to make a line just like this. This is the shadow under the neck. Once you do that, I take my finger and I smear, 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 smear. And then I go down the side a little bit. Down the side. Smear, 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 smear. I then go underneath the wing and underneath the other wing. And then I smear, 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 smear. I go down his body here, down. And I smear, 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 smear. We can add a little bit more on the wings if you want. And then I smear, 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 smear. When you are done, you are going to add the ground. And make sure it's kind of bumpy because he's standing on the snow. You can then either watercolor the background or use crayons or color pencils. But you are going to take your paints or your pencils or your crayons, and you're going to do different colors next to each other, or blues, purples, maybe some magenta you can use. So you're going to go through the background and you're going to make all these wonderful icy color backgrounds. So think of the movie Frozen with all the blues, and that's the blues that we're going to use. So I'll just do paint here for a little bit, and then I'll show you the same thing I'm going to do on this side using crayons. So I have blue, pink, and purple. So then I lightly color like this. Same idea, and then I just overlap it, and then I do the next color. So then it's all different colors, so it kind of looks like the northern lights in the background, which gives it a really cool look. So when you are finished coloring the whole background, you don't have to do the bird anymore because the penguin's done, and you don't have to do the snow. You just have to do the background. You're going to take a picture of it and post it onto Seesaw, and I cannot wait to see your cute penguins.